Well, welcome back. Glad you could join me in here. As you can tell by the gloves on my hands, it's getting cool out. We're already getting, well, I've seen a few flakes blown in the air. Fortunately, not too much has accumulated on the ground just yet. But it's not exactly warm out now. I don't know, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a demo there. He's just learning how to do it, so it's not too good just yet, but we're getting there. But today I want to talk about something that's a really, really tough subject. It's just, oh, I'm not sure I even like it. Because it means I got to accept accountability. See, when I talk about taking responsibility, being responsible, accepting responsibility. Yeah, I think that's the right phrase. Accepting responsibility. Well, some people might want to say accepting blame, but I don't like that word. And, that's one of those things that's a bit of a problem this day and age. Is, people tend to want to always blame somebody or something for every single problem that they have. And blame the horse, blame the tack, blame the environment, the noise that somebody else made or whatever. And, well, those kind of problems don't happen with just horses either. It seems to be a bit of a problem all the way around. Nobody ever wants to have accountability for their part in anything. And I've done a couple of videos, not talking specifically about the responsibility part, but several videos on the theme, so to speak. Is quite some time ago I did a critique of a video that was an encounter between a motorcycle and a couple of horses on a shared trail. And in my opinion, the guy on the dirt bike, he did absolutely everything right. In fact, he went above and beyond what he should have ever had to do, at least in my opinion. Meanwhile, the dum-dum with the horse, well, one of them, because there was more than one guy there, but the one that was pinned under the horse was cursing away at this guy on the dirt bike and saying he was going to kick his butt if he gets up from under the horse without a broken leg. So even while he was laying on the ground with a horse on top of him, he was still pointing the finger at somebody else. Absolutely no accountability. Refused to take any responsibility for what took place there. My opinion, the biggest problem in that particular one was that horse was not well prepared, and that was his responsibility for the training of the horse, or to make sure it was trained well enough to handle the situation before he took it out there. Well, that's just one of them. Another video I did was, I said it's not about the fireworks. Well, it's not. Because otherwise you're going to be pointing the finger at the guy that sets off the fireworks and blaming the fireworks for your problems, blaming the guy that set them off. Well, the fact is, it's you. You're responsible. You're responsible for how well that horse is trained and whether or not it can even handle those fireworks going off. Those aren't the only ones. Another one I hear an awful lot of, just boggles my mind. And because in some countries, the way the things are set up, it's almost impossible to get out to a place where you can go riding without going down a roadway of some kind. And then you have to deal with traffic. And, well, you always hear people complaining about the inconsiderate motorists that don't give them the right of way or give them any respect at all. It happens a lot. And, but none of them ever take responsibility for their ability to handle the horse in those circumstances and the horse's ability to handle those circumstances. And they chose to take that horse out ill-prepared in situations that probably shouldn't have been there. But you know what? They always point the finger at the guy in the car and say it was his fault. Well, fact is, yeah, there's lots of rude motorists out there and very inconsiderate. Some of them will even honk the horn, rev the engine when they go by you, trying to spook your horse. Some don't even notice you're there. Some of them don't give you any room. All kinds of things can happen, but the fact is, you chose to go out on that roadway. You have to accept some responsibility for that decision and the consequences of it. Well, you had the horse that was around the fireworks. You had the horse on the trail. You took the horse to the show, the competition. Accept responsibility. Everything that horse does is up to you. And I talked about that too in another video. I said that the horse's actions are a reaction to your actions, which means that you are responsible for everything that horse does and exactly how that horse behaves. Nobody wants to be accountable. Nobody wants to accept responsibility. It's just, even on a good day, let's face it, I don't even want to. I'm kind of irresponsible. But the fact is, we have to. And it doesn't seem to matter what it is you're doing. And there seems to be this trend in the world nowadays. Nobody wants to take accountability for anything they do. I figure that the whole darn world should accommodate them. Well, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Never has, never will. It's not up to the world to accommodate you. It's up to you and your horse. Well, it's up to you to make sure you and your horse are prepared for the world. The world's not going to accommodate you. There's going to be guys on the dirt bikes that are going to try and spook your horse. There's going to be guys in the car, they're going to rev the engine and honk the horn. There's going to be all kinds of things that are going to happen out there in the world that, and there's a lot of things too that you have no control over. Nobody does. So you absolutely have to take responsibility for the preparation of you and your horse to make sure that you are ready for the world, because it's not going to, that world's not going to accommodate you. It's up to you to be ready for the world. Take responsibility, because you can make all kinds of excuses and point fingers all you want, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. Have a good day.